This segment is sponsored by Strawberry Fields Flowers and Finds.
We talk often about the talented team here at Strawberry Fields Flowers and Finds, 423 Strawberry Street. Meet Casey Godlove. He's been on the show before. Casey, you are super duper mega talented, and I'm not just laying it on because you make these great arrangements that you deliver for us every week.
Yes.
But you have all these gorgeous pieces that you put together. You're doing work outside of the Richmond area. You're a very talented designer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Great stuff. You're going to share some insight with us today.
Yeah.
And I love that this is kind of, again, thinking outside of the box, which is what you do at Strawberry Fields.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to use this container today to create something that can hang on your door for the holidays. Could, go in your yard, on the gate. You could use it on your mantle. Any kind of container you have like this would work.
It really just allows you, even when we were getting ready for the segment, I thought, okay, so we're talking something, for the door outside of a wreath. And yeah, you came up with like 3 other suggestions with
exactly.
one vessel.
And for this, since it's really deep, we're just going to build it up with some Florist Oasis. This is a watertight container too, so you can fill it up in case your stems aren't reaching the Oasis.
Okay.
I started just kind of building it out to get my shape with some magnolia.
For anyone who's not super familiar with the Oasis, it's that florist foam. You've soaked it, right? So it's wet when you're putting these stems in.
And just kind of, I kept the magnolia more to one side, just to make it a little different so it wasn't as symmetrical and the shape could be a little more natural.
Okay. This is a good filler. So first, if you're using magnolia, use magnolia, but otherwise, if you wanted to do like evergreen, you would start with your filler first.
Yeah, and we're gonna mix a lot of other greenery in here. We have this Erie, which kind of has a pine scent to it as well. And it's just a really bright greenery, so it contrasts the dark green of the magnolia.
This is great. And Casey, you share your insights. We've talked with store owner Dina before about workshops that are happening, and they're going on all season long. That's where you have the chance to come in and learn from these folks one-on-one. You must love doing the workshops.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's interesting because everybody makes something different, and even after our demonstration, they still have some creative freedom to make something that suits their aesthetic, and it's fun to see the different creations everyone leaves with.
It's okay to use it as a starting point and then make it your own.
Exactly, yeah. We like to share kind of our little secrets and tricks and let people go wild.
Which is fun.
Yes.
This is clearly a tall arrangement because it's going to have a lot of impact though, especially if you do use this on the door. You don't want it to be puny. You want it to be a big arrangement.
And this is smoke bush. It's just a really nice color for this time of year. And I'm keeping it, again, like the magnolia on just this side of the arrangement.
Okay.
So it's, more natural. It looks like it's kind of growing in here versus being really symmetrical and perfect looking.
See, Casey, I would have gone for like, okay, branch here, the other one here, and then tried to do it. But that's, again, that designer insight.
And we'll use this seeded eucalyptus kind of all over to tie it in all together. So there's kind of fills it in around and softens the container a little bit by hanging over.
Beautiful. We have about 30 seconds left.
Yes.
And
then these artichokes are going to kind of pop right in here.
And look at them
just
picking up the color of the container too.
A little more texture, and you could use any sort of oranges or citrus.
It's gorgeous stuff.
Yes.
Thank you. And look, you put that together in just real time of doing this particular segment on the show. Thanks so much, Casey.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you, and another great creation here from Strawberry Fields Flowers and Finds.
Thank you, folks. Strawberry Fields Flowers and Finds has 2 upcoming workshops. You can head to the Isley Brewing Company for the Silver Tree Mini Wreath Workshop on December 14th at 6:30 p.m. That's $35 per person. And December 22nd, create your own holiday centerpiece. That workshop is at 6 p.m. at the Strawberry Fields Flowers and Finds location, 423 Strawberry Street here in Richmond. And for $75 per person for everything you need to know, visit online strawberryfieldsflowersandfinds.com.